What's going on, everybody? Hello again. It's your friend Will. It's early, so I might sound a little more subdued this morning. But I wanted to, well, first of all, check out the Magic Online PT results because there wasn't a Star City Games event this weekend. And 6 of the top 8 decks were green-black mid-range decks. And then there was a white weenie deck and a Is It or Jeskai Drake's deck. We haven't seen lists for all of them, but this is the one list I have seen. Autumn, if you've watched their content, top aided with this list from Jadine, who I'm not familiar with. Jadine Clomperate. So, you know, look, anyone who makes a nice green black list is a friend of mine. So I think this is what we're going to try out today, and it looks, obviously very similar shell, but these decks are becoming more and more refined as the metagame evolves. Interestingly, there was like virtually no mono red. Like actually just gonna tab over again, not knowing lists. Yeah, so 9th place black green, 10th place Boros, 11th and 12th black green, 13th Jeskai, 18th black green, 20th black green. So tons of mid-range mirrors. And then things like green-white tokens, which is kind of more mid-rangey than beatdown. So there's really not a ton of burn. Now that the arena metagame, I think probably will still skew a little more aggressive. So this one Wildgrowth Walker main, 2 in the sideboard split, this might be something that you could change, or we will want to change after playing with this deck a little bit. But in terms of refining the deck, you can see like they're becoming much more grindy, not just with like this Memorial to Folly becoming standard. Obviously, find Finality, but the full 7 Planeswalkers here, plus 2 Findbrokers. So it seems that the kind of more all-in, like graveyard versions are long gone. The Menagerie decks, I mean, I haven't confirmed it, but I don't think any of the decks that in the top 8 were Menagerie. It wasn't indicated in the deck list names. And in general, they just seem to be more focused on grinding out long-term wins. And this package here seems way more resilient against decks like Jeskai or Blue-White Control, where they already only have so many ways to answer your board. You have ways to rebuy your creatures. And, okay, so they tap out to settle the Wreckage. Sure, Vivien Reid, right? Sure, Vraska. It's seems like it's going to be really troubling, or not troubling, but troublesome for control decks to try to beat. And then Memorial to buy back your Findbroker, to buy back your Planeswalker. And Vivien also answers all the enchantment-based removal that those decks use to handle things like Vraska. So I can see having multiples of it being very good. So, I think one of the things I like about this channel and just having this collection is that I want to play the best decks. Like, I'm that type of player normally, especially when black-green decks are the best decks. But I think if you all were following back during closed beta, I was playing a ton of the Fog deck, which I know annoyed some people. They thought the deck was boring, but the deck won. And that's kind of part of, at least in my opinion, like getting better at Magic, is playing with these decks that are good, learning how to play them and what makes them good, and then kind of applying that stuff as you move forward in the game. So let's give this a shot. That's enough kind of filibustering, I guess. This looks like a keepable hand for sure. Steam vents. Probably no matter what, we're getting shocked here, so let's play the one that we don't mind getting shocked. Yeah, I think we want to keep that. More Planeswalkers is probably better in this matchup. I can't play around Syncopate here, so I'm just going to fish for a land drop this way. Well, we do need to draw a land soon. So I'm going to graveyard this one. Okay, and then you put it in the graveyard, just get back later. Still can't play around Syncopate. Normally I'd be pretty happy keeping 4 points on the board, but we do want to keep finding our land. And they don't have double white yet. Although they could quite easily tap out here to wrath us. If they do, we get to untap and planeswalker them. So same thing here. So here's the play we were just talking about. So if they go for Settle the Wreckage here, if they don't. Alright, so I think we just end turn. And we punish them for any play they make that now tries to answer us. Drop the Vivien Reid hammer on them. Alright. Our opponent just played literal 0 spells. So a little hard to tell what they're doing. But I'm pretty sure Carnage Tyrant's going to be good against what they're doing. So we can take out Wildgrowth Walker. I'm going to take out the Chupacabras. And put in Spyglass, Assassin's Trophy. All these cards feel really good against them. I wonder if you're meant to cut some number of these. I feel like the Plaguecrafters are good against Planeswalkers. The one thing I do want to fit in is Duress. The Spyglass is going to be good against Planeswalkers. I mean, I guess we can do something like cutting a find, 3 Seekers. Really not clear if this is correct. Because again, this feels like an issue I was having with the last deck, trying to sideboard in against aggro. It just felt like there were too many cards to bring in, and not enough stuff to cut. Actually, maybe we are meant to cut these Plaguecrafters. Now that I think about it. Let's keep 1. But I think we don't want to be sacrificing stuff from our board. And we have other answers to their Planeswalkers. Ooh. Alright, so we got a mulligan here. This we can keep. And we'll push the swamp. Wow. Alright, so our opponent is representing the shock here. Or they're going to opt the end of turn. Yep, there we go. Did they mulligan? Don't think they did. Awesome. Alright, so this could just get Essence scattered. Totally cool with that. Or syncopated. Alright, so they got us syncopate for 1. Keep the board clear. Alright, let's see if they'll let us fish for another forest. So they're happy to let us. This might just get met with a shock. Not running any gates. Whoa. Does anticipate dump? No, it doesn't. So they're probably playing some kind of like Drake. They must be playing Drakes and stuff, I have to imagine. Alright, so I'm going to take this opportunity to play the Memorial. So I'll see if this resolves, but I want to play the Memorial now so that there's potentially the chance that I can Vivien Reid next turn. Okay. I wonder if this is going to get burned. Alright, so they need to have Syncopate or Negate here. Both are possible cards, like we know outright. That's sick for us. So now if they want to remove this, they either have to have an enchantment for it, or they have to minus their Teferi, which is great for us. Alright, so Golgari Findbroker is going to be great long term. Damn. I love that new Eternal Witness is playable. Oh, if they have like a burn spell for this, wow. So see, if they had burned in response, then they could have preserved the loyalty on their Teferi, and it wouldn't have to kill itself to tuck Vivien Reid away. They're kind of in a tough spot here. Alright, so they're choosing just to let us keep our Planeswalker, or maybe they're going to dig for a piece of enchantment-based removal. And they just play nothing. Alright, let's keep the good times coming. Let's grab a Jadelight here. No longer need that. Thank you for your service, though. Alright, so 2, 4, 5. I guess we give them the card here. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, wow. They don't even get the card. That's crazy. It only counts instants and sorceries. Yeah. Goodbye, good sir. And we even get to keep our Assassin's Trophy. So the Planeswalker plan is like destroying them this game. Serious? Whoa. Tap out for Teferi and just scoop. It's really aggressive. But I get it. I think they saw the writing on the wall there. They also knew that we had like Golgari Findbroker. We were going to draw our Vivien Reid very soon. So there we go. Pretty easy 2-0 against, I don't know, interesting. So they were Jeskai, but they were playing like Anticipate and Opt. So, but they had Teferis. It looked like they had dual lands. So maybe they were just on their own kind of homebrew higher velocity build. Maybe they decided they didn't like the removal and they just wanted to be more of like a tap out style. Get to Teferi, get to Niv Mizzet and win. So yeah, not 100% sure. Definitely a style of deck that I do want to play with Niv Mizzet. I think we're gonna have to come back to that archetype and try that card out. But all right, 1-0 in the bank. That's it for this one. So far the list feels good. I mean, I really like Vivien Reid just as a card in general, so happy to be playing with it. And let's see if we can continue to win in the next round in the next video.